All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another stream from my hardcore world. We've got Sunburn Relic in the chat. Hello, Sunburn. It's good to see you. Glad you can make it. We are getting started in our main project for this world, or the main project that we have so far in this world, which is building the entrance down to the ancient city that eventually we're going to get around to restoring. But we first have to build the entrance, and that's been a process that has taken quite a bit of work and quite a bit of time. We're making some pretty good progress, though. We've finally started decorating the walls, and we've got sort of this mossy cobblestone stone texturing that we've been doing. And yeah, we're going to be expanding on that tonight. I've gone ahead and moved the beacon, which the beacon was down or right where I'm sleeping right now. But what I think we want to do tonight, instead of continuing building up the walls, because we still have a long ways to go, it's actually a lot further to go than what you see here. I mean, this is deceptively short. If you go to the top and look down, it's completely different. You can see it. We're only about a third, maybe less than a third of the way up. But what I want to try to do is go ahead and start working on this, on the staircase that's going to go around and all the way up to the top. And I thought it would make sense to build the staircase as we're going through here before we start finishing up the exterior wall. That way we're able to get up and down a lot easier, and we're not having to constantly use rockets. Plus, that's going to give us an idea of if we should do anything differently with how we're building the walls as we're going up, because we are going to be adding a little bit more depth into these walls. They're not going to stay quite as flat as they look right now. Last time we were working and focused on getting the texturing done, and rather than doing the color texturing at least, and not so much depth texturing. And so I thought, you know what, tonight we're going to start working on getting that. Yep. Yes. Yeah. So you can see here, this is a little outline that we put in place last time to give us an idea of how wide the staircase is going to be. And then in the center area, I think we are still going to keep some water here, because I have some ideas about adding in some waterfalls and some other ways that we could get up and down a lot quicker than taking the staircase, because going up and down the staircase all by itself, that's going to take a really long time to walk all the way up. So if we can put in some waterfalls that look more natural and not just like a bubble column in the middle of it, we have some waterfalls that sort of splash down and end up into this center area right here. We could use that to get up and down a lot faster, but we can also make it look like a natural feature, as opposed to something that is a little bit more Minecrafty looking. So that's sort of the general plan. Hello, Robin. Welcome. Glad you're here. So we're going to get started with that. Now, I had been thinking about whether or not we would want the staircase to come down to about, let me get some stone. So if we were to have a platform here and then have it sort of gradually ramp down into the center. But if we're going to keep a little bit of a pond in the center, I think what would actually be better is to have our ramp end right about, well, not like that. Not like that at all. End about right here. Maybe even a little bit further back. End up right about here. That way we're keeping this center area open. And so I think we're going to do that. And we're just going to also not be building that way. Boy, am I struggling placing blocks tonight. All right. So we're going to be going up with our ramp, and we're going to probably end up doing a lot more with some slabs and stairs that we're going to need to work into this. But probably to get started, we're going to just put in some basic blocks, some stone blocks, I think, first, and then we'll get the general features of the ramp situated. And then we'll go back through, just like what we were doing with the walls. We haven't put any of the depth texturing in. But I think for the ramp here, it'll make sense to sort of gradually build up the different sections as we go through. About like that. And I think if we do it just about 2 blocks every little section, that's going to end up giving us a pretty good depth or good height for this. So that way we are ending up. Now, one thing we want to try to do is figure out whether or not we want this to be identical. We're going to be identical. Is that better? Or is that better? That might be better. In which case, would we want that to be there? I don't think we would want that there. Or we just don't worry about whether we're keeping things symmetrical. That also is something that would probably be better to do, is to not be super symmetrical. Because if we're super symmetrical, it's not going to look natural. Right. But it will look... I think that that's right. Okay. So we're just going to go along here with our not symmetrical, natural looking rock formations. That's the plan. Anyways. I think that that's what we want to do is maybe not. Yeah. Okay. Just trying to get this in a spot where it's going. Oh, probably need to do that. Okay. Now we are going to have an outside wall as well. It's not going to be a solid, well, I shouldn't say, gotta keep our terms straight. This is the outside wall. This is the interior wall. Or maybe this is the interior wall. This is the outside wall. One of these walls is already built. One wall is yet to be built. But I want to have it be, it's going to be really fairly open. So there's going to be gaps in it so that way you can actually look out and see across and down as well. So it's not going to be a solid railing or, you know, a fully enclosed little path here. But we do want it to be a little bit enclosed so that you're not falling off of it. And for it to be able to provide just a little bit more structure to things as well. So, I feel like I'm not doing well with the corners. It's possible. We'll see. We'll see how it goes once we get the central walls. That's what we'll call it. Center walls. Get the center walls built. Then we'll have a better idea of how well we built this ramp. But there's still a lot that we need to do to make this ramp look good. Right now, this is very much a rough sketch. And I think we actually want this to be there. If we're don't know if that's what we want to do. I think we don't want that there. That's going to have to go there. And we've got a full loop, or more than a full loop. So that's good. I think we do want it there. And again, I don't think that that's where that... I do that each time. That may not be right. The further we get from the downstairs platform, the less confident I am that I'm putting in blocks in the correct spot. So we're just going to go with it. We'll see. We will see. The other thing they're going to be able to do, because we're going to build that center wall, is that's going to help us to add in the underside of this path. Because this path is going to need to be a little bit thicker than what it currently is. I don't know. All right. Let's do this. That's definitely not how we've been doing. Okay. All right. So we're about up. That's about as far up as we want to go, because then we're getting to the spot that we haven't built yet for the currently have done. All right. And we can go ahead and get rid of this. We don't need this any longer. That'll hopefully make things just a little bit easier to get around down here. All right. Is the center wall going to be a cylinder from top to bottom? That's a good question. I'm thinking it's going to be something that's maybe not so much a solid wall exactly. I'm thinking what we're going to do is have it be more of an arch. Let's get our blocks. We can see if we can put something in. Where would be a good, which side is good to start with? Maybe we'll start here. This is tricky. This part will definitely have some challenges with it, because we've got to build our texturing into it. But how? Yeah, I think it could look good. All right. we're going to have something that's going... It needs to be a little bit thicker than this, I think. We can... Whoop. It needs to not be... Again, we're going for something that's not quite a... Oh, no, I cannot do these jumps very well. Okay. Oh, wait. We don't do andesite here. We do cobblestone here. And we do andesite. Uh-huh. Okay. And we probably then will want something down here, a bit like that. And we've got to add in some... I think it's almost time to get the walls, slabs, and stairs for everything. Because we're going to want to put in a bit more. We almost want to... Not there. This is a temporary block. More like this. Oh. Why can't I stay on blocks? Keep jumping off. Okay. And then if we were to start over here. A bit like that. And then maybe something a little like that. So we're just trying to get shapes in right now. I think if we've got some stairs and slabs in here, we can make these a little bit more, smooth out the arches a little bit. But that's sort of what we're going to do going up. It's not going to be a solid wall in any one spot, but there are going to be sort of these rock formations / pillars, natural pillars and arches, as opposed to, yeah, walls, slabs, and stairs. Oh my. Yes. Walls, slabs, and slayers. Oh my. All right. Let's see. Can we? There we go. And we're gonna land here. So we can then build this up a little bit. All right. Ah! Okay. That's the one thing about jump boost. It's really easy to jump right off whatever you're working on. All right. So let's see. Get ourselves a little bit more of a... So if we come out just a bit like that, we've got this then here, but we're going to also want to do a little bit of something over here. So just something like that. So that way we're getting in some supports for our platform here. Here we are. Yeah. It needs some smoothing out. It's a little rough. I see the arch now. Yes. Yep. All right. Let's get our other. We're going to have to do our texturing blocks now. I think we have to go out this way because all of our things that we need are in the ender chest over here. So we need that. These are all empty. And these are blocks that we don't need yet. Okay. Maybe. That might be enough moss for now. We may have to get some more moss at some point. Now, I could do something a little bit risky as long as I stay in the beam. Everything will be fine. The beam will lead me down. Okay. So our tunnel to the ancient city is a little blocked at the moment. We can get around it though. All right. So we can put this here. Let's get ourselves some andesite. So we are going to need andesite walls, stairs, slabs. We should probably get more stairs. In some ways, we are going to have not enough space for everything. Definitely not enough space for everything. I don't even know if we have enough blocks for everything. Let's do 2 stairs, walls, slabs. We're gonna put. We need to keep that there. Then we need 1, 2, 3. Yes, I did jump. I did jump. It was a big jump. If I didn't have the totem with me, I wouldn't have done it. Hello there, SPM. Welcome. All right. So we've got those. We need more stone. Let's go. Stairs. Stairs. There's no walls. Why there are no walls, we will never know. Sure would be nice if we could get some, though. And we don't need these. All right. think we're ready. We can start doing the serious texturing. All right. So we're gonna maybe not to that way. We're gonna do that. Do something along those. Let's get our we probably want that one there, that one there, that one there. I almost think we want, yep, that there. So that's a much better looking arch there. Then we can get our stone here. Probably do a little bit of this. And that. And we might even do maybe that. That. It definitely feels a lot better. We've also got to go through here and texture up these. Let's go. Put that there. That in there. That there. Let's grab ourselves stairs. We're going to want to have a smooth staircase here, so any amount of blocks that we put in, we're going to have to work. I almost think something like that would be good. We also need cobblestone in here too. Just break up that stone texture a little bit more. Actually, I don't know why I did that. So we're gonna probably put that there, and then put that there. We want to have that one there. Better. That. Okay. I have a feeling this part is going to take a lot of tinkering, because we've got to do a lot of little things. This is where it really would help to have just more slots, because there are only so many things that you can fit. Okay. Fortunately, the pick block does help quite a bit. Hello, I'm Crate. Welcome. Glad you can make it. Got a little stream project we're working on. And let's do a stone stair. Oh, we got one there. Okay, there we go. Now here's where we can also start to do a little bit. We get these, we can do a little bit of something like that. We're gonna break that because we don't need that there. Some moss in. This is what I was thinking about, you know, when we were building this, is we can do a little bit of texturing of these walls a little bit more than what we've got currently. But they're not quite so flat. And that's just gonna just look so much better. All right. We put that there, and then we could do that. We're gonna put some cobblestone there. And do we even maybe put that there? Yeah. Because this is just a little too uniform. A little too uniform for being rocks. We can't be having that. So, but I also didn't want to do a whole bunch of this type of texturing and then get down to the bottom and decide, oh, we're going to have the path go right through here. So we can, oh, that's probably not what we want. Let's change that. Haven't been on your streets for a little while right now. I should get... Oh, welcome. Well, welcome back. I'm doing pretty well. Excited to be working in this world. Also excited to be doing something besides digging. We were doing digging on Monday. I've been doing a lot of digging since Monday. And I definitely needed a break. Can only do so much digging before it just kind of gets boring and repetitive and monotonous. No matter how much I like the idea of the project. All right. Yeah. So there we are. We're getting some good stone texturing here. Well, I didn't want to break that. I wanted to break the one behind it. Put some stone there. A little bit of that. Where's our... Oh, we don't have it. Okay. That up there. Now, the thing about putting some walls in is that we could even use these walls to help light up the area as well. Which will be, you know, a useful thing to have because we don't want to have any situations where we've got mobs spawning in here. All right, let's put that there. We're going to go ahead and grab that one. That one. Maybe even... that there, maybe? Could put there. Okay. Yes, the digging watchers. Yep, the digging watchers. Okay. I'm thinking about where we want to put another pillar. And we probably want a pillar here. Maybe even right here. Let's also, before we do the pillar, I think we need to do a little bit of work with what we've got going on under here, because right now this is looking just a little too uniform. And a less like a rock. Okay, that also is looking uniform. Let's do something like that. We could put that there. Maybe we could do that. Yep. Yep. See, so much better. Doesn't take much. Just takes a little bit. Okay. If we were to put one right here, let's say we've got a pillar there. Our next pillar would go here. And then we probably have one here. Sort of 4 pillars for this room. Maybe like that. We probably want this one to be further over. I think I think this circle is not quite as big as I thought it was. Okay. And maybe on this one, we're going to start with our moss blocks down here at the base. So we're not doing the exact same thing for each one. Do that, and we can put that one in there. These here. Oops. Okay. And then we're going to start putting in our andesite layer. Let's get everything situated here. Possibly there. Skipping a step every time. I miss the cobblestones. Cobblestones need to go in. Okay, except on that side we want... And actually, do we want to do a little bit of something like that? I think probably to come up and connect here. That would make sense. So if we were to do andesite here, and then stone all the way over. Let's have this go up again. Mix in our andesite, Got our cobblestone. Moss. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Okay, well, that's a bit of a mistake. We can't just have one block there. That would not look good. One block holding up this whole pillar. How did we even end up with that situation? Let's do this. There we go. And we'll probably need to do just a little bit of something besides stone. Okay. It's gonna need a little help, but we've got to start. Okay. And we're gonna go back around. But we're gonna start at the bottom. Putting in our support here. Side. Then we can put in our stairs, but not that direction. Let's grab some slabs. I almost think we gotta put something there. Yeah. Grab these. We're gonna need some moss blocks down here. Give ourselves a little bit of support at the base. There. Okay. Your bed back. Now I can see your pillar vision. Great things, yeah. Yeah. It's hard to explain sometimes what it might be, but I think it's coming together. We've got a lot of potential here. And we still haven't done the flowers or any of the vegetation that's going to go in. And when we get the vegetation in here, I'm excited. It's gonna look good. Hopefully. All right, where's my andesite stairs? Having trouble there. I need the andesite stairs. Got that there. Maybe we'll put some walls there. There we go. Our walls. That, and then behind those, we're gonna put in moss behind those. Good. Also do this one. More moss. Moss is plentiful, so we can do plenty of moss in the background. All right, but yeah, that is now a much better looking more rocky wall. Not quite so uniform. And let's get this situated here. So we're gonna probably do all of that. Might even do that. And then let's put in a side wall there. Cobblestone wall there. Let's go that on this side. And then we can do a little bit more there. Go ahead and take out these blocks. Because if we get these blocks out, then the rest will look a little bit more, a little bit better. A little bit better back here. Oh, that is no. Slabs. Get a slab there. There we go. Okay. We may still change that, but I just wanted to make it, seem a little bit more in keeping with the rest of this area. And we can do, where is cobblestone there and andesite there. So just like so. Stone. Oh, nope. Nope. Let's go that way. That way. There we go. That is still maybe not perfect. Let's do that. That's better. Okay. I can live with that. We do something along those lines. There's that one and that one. The deep slate behind here can get distracted. All right. Nice. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun to play. You should do it. Get your world out. Start playing on it. Have fun. Tinker around. Ooh, nice. Thank you. All right. Okay. Don't want that one there. That's too dark. Okay. I think this is where we can probably do a little bit of something on that side there. Thinking we might want to put something right there. That will be good. And we're not going to have any risk of going through that hole by accident. But having little gaps like that might be nice to have as well. So that it's, you can see things. Because there are going to be things to see. And we could do... there we are. That there. Put that there. And then we could put cobblestone there. Yeah. All right. And if we put cobblestone there, we could do this mossy cobblestone there. We could do this there. There we are. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. All right. What? A little bit of that there. And then I think we want to do probably a stair there. We can come up here. We can also then reach these. This is where jump boost is really going to come in handy, is trying to get to all of these different sections. Be careful, because if we jump, we end up there. And then we can put that there. We definitely don't want it there. That's not a spot. Probably put a wall there. That might be good. And if we do a slab there, that also might look good. I wonder if we want to do something a bit like that. Okay. Now we can put that there. I think that will just about do it. At least for that spot. I'm thinking we probably don't want that one there, though. It's hard. It blends in a little bit too much, so it may not make much of a difference one way or the other. But yeah. One thing that I'm thinking is whether I want to have arches here between the pillars. You know, or if we'd want one sort of going through here. I almost think not, though. We may just keep them only connected with the walls. For now, at least. Okay. We've still got there's so much that has to get done with this build. I thought once we got past the digging, the rest would go quickly, but that was very much underestimating things. I really like jump boost. It's something that I don't use very much. Every time I do use it, I go, why have I not, why don't I use this more? I should always have jump boost. Actually, the reason why I don't, there was a time where I had it all over a base. But then I built the base with a lot of things with the assumption that I'd have jump boost. So there were a lot of 2-block jumps. And then if I didn't have jump boost, I couldn't get around my base. I was like, well, that doesn't work. But yeah, I need to have that more. Maybe we'll keep a beacon here with jump boost for our ancient city base. Yeah, it's so convenient. Just the best. I think we need to do a little bit more of the wall action in the walls. So there's that one. Then we're gonna do these ones, and it's that. Somebody hasn't smoothed out the stairs. I was backing up going, why can't I back up? What's going on back there? All right. All right. That, and that. There we go. It's been a while since I've done this type of freeform building on this scale. Most of the time I have things planned out. Here, that is a little bit close. What we did there. What if we do that? That's good, and that's good. Okay. That's much... Whoa. Not quite so flat. There's a lot more going on through here, but I do like it. The other part to keep in mind too is that we're then going to be adding, we've got all of our bushes and plants and all the other things that are going to go into here. So there will be a lot more color. Maybe not a lot. A lot is more. There's going to be burst of color. Oh yes, that's true too. Giving me good ideas though. That's the good part about doing it this way. And be like, what? Why are you doing it that way? And then, oh, we can do it this way. Mix it up a little bit. So, all... Let's see, we need some... probably want... There is a little bit of... I wonder if I'm sort of creating problems for myself. Do that. Oh, that is... Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. Well, that... No. No! No, no! I did it again. How do I do that? Keep doing it. Alright. There's a bit of steep incline right there. Alright. Let's see. We want some of these there. If we were to put that there. Okay. There's that one. We need our andesite. Andesite. It's right there. Okay. I think we want to put a block there. Oh, and our pillar's going to come up right through here. So, okay, that's good. That's good. Any sort of variation that's looking a little bit rough will... Here's the thing. Natural formation wouldn't necessarily be a perfect circle. So... Alright. Or at least that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That a little bit there. Yeah, I think we're gonna focus on getting this ramp all fixed up. Then we'll come back through to our pillars. Gotta get a little bit of stone. Maybe we do want that there. Want that there. Maybe we do. Well, that pillar's going to come up through there. Okay. Perfect. Got the plan. Wait a minute. Ooh, I messed this up. That's not good. That should be... Who put this together? I did such a terrible job planning this one out. Oh no, we can't have that there. Do a stair there. These Stairs are tricky. They're so very tricky. Oh, okay. We've got... Okay, and then if we do that, we should be okay. I think we can make the rest work. Yeah. We can make the rest. So there's that one, maybe we do a stair there. And we're gonna probably want to put something underneath there. Okay, we probably need some cobblestone. Cobblestone's gonna look good. Cobblestone there. Say there. We've got cobblestone there. We could. Oh wait, no. Let's do mossy. Mossy's good. Maybe we'll put some moss in here too. Probably need... There we are. Okay. Keeping our nice, smooth flow of things. It is definitely got its challenges though. If we were to put some blocks there, like that. Maybe if we do that, no, because if we do it on that side, I run into trouble. But we could do that. Haven't done that before. Or at least we haven't done that on this staircase before. We've definitely... something I've done many, many times. Okay. There's a little part of me that's looking at this thinking, is this too much stone and cobblestone? Do we have too much gray going on here? And that's certainly possible. Aw, thanks, Relic. It's always nice when a project starts to come together. Almost. We've got just one more half a circle. There and there. That's good. And we could do that there. Is that? Yep. You can make that move. Put those there. You could even do that there. Maybe we could put moss. I mean, it's not quite. It's a bit rough. But there we go. And if we go that one there. Well, we don't want two. Just need one. That. And we could even put, maybe we don't put them right on there. That one there. There we go. See if we do that. Stair there. Slabs. Those are good. Good. Okay. All right. There we go. So now we're able to easily walk up our very much rough stone stairs. Underneath now. That part's going to be a little challenging because we're getting to where we're out of reach. Can't reach it. All right. Much easier to do over on this side where we could just jump up and place these in. All right. But I think we've got this pillar to do. So let's get this pillar in. And let's go ahead and start off. Where are my stone stairs? There they are. We can get things started here. Maybe a little bit like that. Okay. Do something like that. That's good. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. We can start mixing in our andesite. I've got to remember, andesite doesn't go there. Ooh, but we could. Now andesite can go there. Uh-oh. So I think our arch is going to start about here. And then we can have things start on that side. Bring these up. Oh, wait. Wait. Not these. Not these. Must go through here. Okay. Then we gotta connect these up. Gotta have fill in. Before we do that, let's get our cobblestone and set. Probably put that there. Okay. Maybe there. Are we getting this? I don't know if we're getting this. This one might be our worst one. Okay. We do need to sleep though. It's getting very dark. From this angle, that doesn't look so good. We're going to need to do a lot more texturing to that before it's something that's not awful looking. I think we also will want to have ourselves some a little bit of an arch here. That's good. Our cobblestone. Mossy cobblestone. Plus. Afterwards. Bring back the mossy cobblestone. Probably need a little bit of that to go there. We're gonna have to be sure to light up these little ledges right here because I would imagine that mobs will spawn there like crazy. Especially if we've got a lot of the other areas lit up. And that needs to be... Okay, we're almost to this side. Oh no, we're out of andesite. Let's see, do we have any in here? No, we don't. Somebody did not get backup blocks. Let's see. Oh, we're looking a little light on the andesite. Jump, 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 jump. Okay. Walking through here is starting to look pretty good. We're getting some form and substance to this. Before it used to just be... This is actually the real test here. Can we walk all the way up? Look at that. It worked. We did it perfectly. There's no spots where we get stuck. All right. Uh-oh, wait. We gotta get a little bit of an arch going here. right. There we go. This pillar is as high as we're gonna go on that side for right now. It's gonna need some help. The one thing that I think is going to really also help this area is if we have some cover at the top, so it's not completely open to the sky, and that's going to make things a little bit darker down here, and we can then do some things with lighting as well, to where if we got some more shadows and then some light areas, we can make things even more interesting. Ooh, I'm getting excited. Getting excited. We're gonna need to, we gotta do a little something over here. That's just looking a little bit too short down here. These are gotta have a little bit more substance to these pillars at the base. But it's getting closer. Every little bit. A little closer to what we're going for. All right, let's do that there. Now, I think we have to do a little bit of work right here because this is very flat. So let's do this. I didn't want to jump down there. Okay. Yeah, that's better. We still need to do a few things over here. While we're up here, let's get just a little bit. Just put a little bit more into these. That maybe there. And if we were to get ourselves cobblestone walls, we can put some cobblestone wall there. Okay, I think just there. But we may want to do some walls here. So if we do cobblestone there, andesite there. Oh, that's good. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I did not want to do that. Okay. Now, this arch, we need to do a little bit of that. Maybe that. Let's not do that one there. Let's do andesite there. Probably want that there. And then if we grab, I think we want just a cobblestone wall there. Over on here, we can do that, maybe. I can put that there. That there. I almost think we need to switch that out here too. Let's put that there. Okay. You know what? this might be where having a happy ghast could be really useful. What kind of cover? That's a good question. Portico may be nice. It might be a dome. I've been kind of thinking about some ideas for a dome up there. It'll probably be somewhat open. But we should probably get a happy ghast. I think we need to get a happy ghast. That would make life so much easier. Should we try to do that? Should we try to bring Balloon over here? I think we should try to get Balloon. Because if we could have a happy ghast, then we're not going to have to use blocks to go up and down and up and down. We can just... I think that's what we're going to do. So we've got a lot of walls here that need to be placed. Or a lot of walls that need to be worked on. Yeah, let's do it. We need Balloon! Balloon! You are needed! Your time has come. Let's get situated. Alright. We'll take our staircase all the way up to the top. Save on at least one rocket. Although I don't know how well we can get Balloon through the nether portals. Our nether portals are not necessarily happy gas sized. Oh, I know. Yeah. We finally had a moment where we could use Balloon. Maybe we won't get Balloon. Maybe we'll get somebody else. I'm worried that he'll suffocate in one of the portals. And we wouldn't want to lose Balloon. Balloon's been our oldest friend, just about. Let's see. So we've got, who do we got here? We've got Cloud. I don't know that you can ride them through another portal. And this nether portal is not exactly sized with a happy ghast in mind. Maybe what we'll do is we'll just get another one. I don't know. I don't really want to break my nether portal. Okay. I think we're gonna have to break the nether portal though. Let's get ourselves some obsidian. How are we doing over? Oh. Okay. Oh, you know what? We should check. We should check our... Oh yeah. Sugar cane's looking much better. Alright, obsidian. I think we leave Balloon here. I don't want to risk Balloon. do not have a lot of obsidian. Let's see. Do we have any extras over here? In our... Got this one. No. Fried chickens. How are we doing? Got a pretty good amount in there. All right, getting distracted. I shouldn't be getting distracted. We need obsidian, and one place where we can get some obsidian is we get our lava here. Float gassed overland. Yeah, probably a few. We could speed potions. No. Let's not do speed potion. That'd take a long time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do this. Okay. We have... Do we need blue? 3 blocks wide be enough? 3 blocks wide might be enough, right? We're gonna go with 3 blocks wide being enough. Okay. He's back. And let's see. Ooh, flint and steel. Hopefully I've got one over here. No flint and steel. The steel part is not the trouble. The trouble is the flint part. This is the problem with not liking gravel. Sure, I've got flint somewhere. Oh, there we go. I got flint. There we got that. Now, let's see. Okay, we're just gonna have to do a little bit of work with our nether portal. Oh, I'm hoping by breaking this that we're not going to end up with issue on the other side. Okay. That seems... just... Okay. We'll fix it up. All right, Cloud. Fingers crossed the move goes smooth. Yes. Wiki says height and width 4 blocks. Oh, okay. All right. Height and width 4 blocks. Oh boy. My nice little nether portal. Going to require a little bit more work. And then we'll have to come back through and get this fixed up so that it looks better. Looks better. Oh, it looks so bad. All right. We're also going to need more obsidian blocks for the other nether portal. Let's get those. Oh, you know what? I may not have any rockets. I don't think I have it. Oh no, I do have an ender chest. Never mind. Okay. Dirt. Don't need the dirt. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 6. All right. Little side project, but this is going to save us a lot of time in the future, so it's going to be worth it. Plus, we're going to give our happy gas something to do. They will get to serve their life's purpose. Or, yeah, this should be enough to expand the other nether portal. And now we can put everything back. So we need to get ourselves some rockets from here. We have that taken care of. All right. Now, Cloud, come here. I know it seems scary, but you can do it. Ooh, we might have to move those blocks. Move these blocks. Otherwise, could end up suffocating Cloud. We don't want that. All right. Here we go. Into the nether portal. Now we probably will have to get off of Cloud. Oh dear. Here we go. Nope. Okay. Yeah. I think we need to create more space. It's becoming a much more involved process. Come here, come here, come here, come here. All right. Here we go. So I think if we were to do that... No! Why did you not go in? How close do we need this? Maybe we have to clear blocks on the other side. Yeah, we got clear blocks, I think, on the other side. Okay. All right. Try this again. Ooh. Here we go, Cloud. You can do it. I believe in you. Just go through. You know you want to. This is going to be a fun adventure for you. I mean, I can't. I can't go through. Let's see if we can. If we go down. No, that's not going to work. No. Height and width of 4 blocks. Okay, maybe we need more space back here. And maybe what I need to do is put them on a lead and then pull them through. So maybe we need to have even more space back here to be able to do this. Maybe this is space. Aha. This guy. Let's just... Saw someone else backed their gas into the portal. Okay. All right, let's try that. We'll also get a lead out, and then if we can't back them in, we'll use the lead. All right, Cloud, it's time to be cooperative. We've had a lot of fun and games with this experiment. Would a lead work? Yeah, that's what I don't know. All right, let's see if we can back it up. Let's do... Go down. And then back it up. Back it up. Okay, so that's down and back. Back. No. Why are you going up? Maybe we need down. Back. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Maybe we need to go down then. Down, down. Go further back. Further back. Okay. No. There's the lead. I almost wonder if we have to make it bigger, big enough for me to be able to ride through. So right now what's happening is I am hitting the top. So maybe if we make it even taller. Oh, the floor needs to be lower. That could be too. Well, let's leave that for now. Let's try making it taller, and if I can go through to... We have enough. We have enough. So let's do that. Let's go. We'll make it 3 blocks taller. And then this way. Okay, where'd you go? I can ride him in. Oh, but we've got the back part of it, not there. All right. Okay. So got these blocks here. Is it wide enough? That might be the next thing to try too. All right, come on, balloon. You can do it. We can do it together. We just need... Okay, that's not working. So let's do this with the lead now. Come on. Why can't he fly in? I'm thinking at this point, it might be faster to just go find another dried gas and have it grow up there. Either that or get the speed potions. Yeah, we might just might just do that. Do we need to make roof portal bigger? Yeah. That might be another thing. Let's just see if we can find another dried gas around here. We found one right off the bat. I'll have to fix this nether portal later. Doesn't look like we've done much. All right. Let's just place this guy. Oh, ow. That suddenly became very deadly. Right there. There we go. And now we just have to wait for, 20 minutes. But that'll give us time. We can work on some of the other things here. We may wait to build this pillar. So that way we can use the happy gas to access this section. But I think this is going to make things a lot easier. I just got online. It says returning happy gas to the nether reverts it to as it's no longer saved environment. He tries it out. Well, it's a good thing we didn't take it through the portal then. We would have lost Cloud. I guess we just have to transport them overland. And then that would be... Yeah. Okay. Well, that's okay. We've now got our new one, who we have to wait for them to grow up. But maybe we go fix our. No, let's not fix that. We'll just have to leave it. I've seen Slice Slime do it. Oh. Well, and Slice Slime would. Yeah. Who knows? Alright, yeah, we should go fix our nether portal. We can't leave our nether portal a disaster. So. And the launch point. Up to the top. Up to the top. More. And we made it. It's a good thing we got our nether portals linked up. This could otherwise be a very long trip. Anytime we'd have to go back. Cool. Gotta take that with us. Wait, that's probably from that guy. Alright. Not put that there. These things. Okay. Let's grab one of these, one of these, one of these. These. Excuse you. All right. We gotta move this over. Gotta fix our nether portal. I think it probably... Well, I don't know. I'm not sure what would be faster. Whether it's moving one across the nether roof or just letting it grow up there. Either way, we'll end up with a happy gas that we'll be able to use. Question is whether we can put this nether portal back in a way that gonna look better. 1, 2, 3. I think we want to go. We're just using a little one. We may take out the corners because I want it to be hidden. All right. And we gotta probably do a little bit of these. I don't quite remember exactly what we did, but we can probably figure out something that looks halfway decent if we try to work things out here. I think we do. Oh, that's no, no, no. That. There we go. Actually, I don't think I like that. Maybe that. And we need more blocks. Always running out. Don't like running out. It's always just blah. Okay. Maybe we put some space there. And got our okay. We're getting there. Little bit by little bit. Get ourselves one of these because we had one up here. I think we had one down there. Also got... Oh, you can put them on stone. Do that. Then we had this one. Maybe we have that on this side. Does that put our... Yep, we got green particles. I think we need something there. Okay. That's mostly fine. Mostly fixed. Okay. And then back here, what we can do is actually put in we can have this area back here just be a little room. We have torches. I don't think I have torches in here. No, but we do have lava. That's not useful. I guess I do have my storage room over here, so we might as well just get ourselves some torches. Let's not make things more difficult than they need to be. Okay, so now we've got a little bit of space back here. That's set up. We can take these with us. Return back. All good and ready to go. I know. We just need our happy guest to grow up while we work on the rest. But I think that's where we're going to leave it for tonight. We got a good 2 hours in. Got some pretty good progress down below. Let's drop down. We've got our pathway. We're making good progress. I'm really happy with this. I think it's going to look good. Lots more to add in. Yep. We're finally putting blocks down, which is a good feeling. It's fine. I mean, it's good to have some structures here. We've been talking about this for so long. We finally are making some progress. Let's get right here. There we go. Now we can be out of the rain. But I think, yeah, that's where we're going to leave it for tonight. We'll be back next week doing more work here, getting our our stairway built out of here. Hopefully we'll have our new happy gas all ready to go, so that way we can use them. And yeah, that's where we're going to leave things for tonight. I might do... Well, I do another stream this week. I might do another stream this week. If I do so, it'd be on Friday. So keep an eye out. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Thanks, Robin. Thanks, Relic. Have a great rest of your evening, a great rest of your week, and keep an eye out for a stream on Friday. I'll be posting about that as usual in the usual places. But until then, have a good night.